Hey everyone, I'm Pete for Film Productions and welcome to the first of hopefully many episodes of our How to Get Better Showreels video series. Here we're going to talk about the very basic rules of showreels to how to edit your own showreel, how to get it done from scratch for less than half price or even for completely free. Some big do's and don'ts, what are your options if you can't afford to pay for a professional crew to film or edit your showreel, and many more. These mainly comes from our personal experience we gained in the last 7+ years producing showreels and also some research we did on the way. So hopefully it will help you getting better showreels and also to maybe save some money at the same time. So let's get started and talk about the very basics. What is a showreel? Let's Google it. A showreel is a short piece of edited video or film footage showcasing a person's previous work. Yes, a showreel is basically a montage of your previous work that shows how great actor you are. It should be somewhere around 2 minutes long and should include ideally 2 to 4 scenes. Now this is not to be mixed up with the showreel scene, that is a short 1.5–2 minute scene you film solely for the purpose of putting it into your showreel should you not have enough material. Why do you need one? Your showreel is basically your moving CV. That is for the second stage of the casting procedure. The first one is the headshot, so they can check whether you have the look thereafter, and if so, then they want to see your acting skills by watching your showreel. If you don't have one, your application will likely not to be processed any further. So until you are a well-established, well-known actor, it is absolutely essential to have a professional, good quality showreel. But what makes a good showreel? It's short, right to the point, showing you as an actor and gives a very clear idea about your cast type. When I edit showreels, I like to start with a few seconds of info screen that displays your headshot, name, spotlight pin, and either your or your agent's contact info, which is pretty much a standard way of starting a showreel. Then the very next frame any casting director or agent wants to see is you, preferably a close-up on you. A big mistake some people do at this point is to create some sort of trailer of the showreel, like 20–30 seconds of fast-paced music video-like montage of the clips that we are just about to see. Don't do that, it's a big waste of time and there is a likelihood that they will not watch the rest of your reel. So after the info screen, start the first scene with you being on the screen. It's actually a good idea to start every scene in your showreel with you rather than your co-star. Ideally, you would put 3–4 scenes in your showreel, no more than 30–40 seconds each, so it would be around 2 minutes in total. What to put in your showreel and in what order? What you need is a collection of your absolute best work you've ever done, and you must be the star of every scene. Don't use scenes just for the sake of showing more footage. It's a lot better to show less really good quality scenes with really good performances than showing more not that great scene or scenes that you are barely in. So don't use scene where you were only in the background, even if there was a big show, even if there was a famous star in it. If you're not really acting in the scene, if you were an extra standing behind the famous actor, or you were the news anchor in a TV that is at the background, people talking in front of but no one is really watching, it just doesn't count and it's not gonna help you to get any role. Don't use scenes that are very old or where your performance is not that great, thinking, well, it's not really that good, but still a scene that I was in, so I should show it. Wrong. Casting directors and agents will think that you think that was great, hence you put that in your showreel. And if it's not that great, then you can come across even as an amateur person who can't really see the difference between good and bad acting. Also, don't use self-tapes in showreels, and it's never a good idea to mix narrative projects with commercials. Use those in separate showreels. It's actually quite important not to mix very different genres together, which I will explain in a separate episode dedicated to how many showreels you need. Finally, in terms of order, the first scene in your reel has to be your very best one, then your second best, and so on. Don't use your scenes in a chronological order, the most recent first. Start with your absolute best and go from there. People looking at your showreel will judge you and will decide whether they want to watch it any further based on the first couple of seconds. So it's crucial to start with your absolute best. It's not a good idea to show your journey, how you developed over time, by starting with the less good scenes going towards the better ones, because chances are people not gonna see your greatest performance if it's at the very end of your showreel. They wanna see your best straight away. And that's it for now. Thanks for watching. I hope you found it useful. Later episodes will include subjects like how to get footage for your showreel, how many showreels you need, how to edit showreels on your own, or how to film and edit showreel scenes from scratch, how to add production value. We're gonna talk about music and many more, so please stay tuned and I will see you next time.